What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Geeks Around. I'm your executive producer, Deanna Jackson. We are, of course, here for our third Game of Thrones Season 7 discussion, The Queen's Justice. I love this episode. I really can't wait to start talking about it. But first, let's go ahead and get the rest of the panel's opinion. Our editor-in-chief, Matt Moore, what did you think of this episode?
I thought it was a good episode, but the weakest of the season. That isn't to say that it is weak, just the first two were amazing, and this one was pretty good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's like, how about you, Charles? What do you think?
I liked it. I thought it was great, but was it as good as the first two? No. I would say I somewhat agree with Matt.
You literally said exactly what I said. It's more than somewhat.
Lou, how about you, Matt?
I thought this episode was great. I love what they're setting up. You guys just don't see it. You don't see the bigger picture of the game. You want action, 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 but what you got was a finger in the bum.
Wow. Excellent. Over third. Last but not least, Isaiah, what do you think of this one?
I have to agree with Matt. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was really good. I love the build up. I love the whole dialogue between Daenerys and Jon Snow. But the king sighting, I didn't care for. But that's just me.
Well, it's like, I mean, what I liked overall is like about not only this episode, but this entire season so far, is that the pacing is really, really on point. I like the fact it's like that they opened the show with what everyone wanted to see, Jon Snow finally meeting Daenerys. It's like they didn't fuck around. They didn't put that off. It's like, we're getting this shit done right here.
Oh, yeah.
No, to that point there, if this would have been season 1, 2, or 3, Jon Snow going to see the Queen would have took 50 fucking episodes to get there.
For real. They would have left in like episode 2 and gotten there in like episode 6.
I was gonna say, like they've been speeding everything up. In this episode alone, there were 2 major fights, which their combined time was was right around 5 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you understood why they did that. House Tyrell, they're not fighters, so they weren't going to show much bloodshed there. And then Jaime took all the soldiers out of Castle Rock. So what they did was great. I mean, I love the fact that Tyrion was narrating that whole scene.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyrion's thinking, Tyrion is our political advisor, honestly. He's not a war strategist. All his war moves are getting beat down. He thinks he's a step forward, but in reality, he's 2 steps behind because his sister and Jaime are outsmarting him.
Right, because they're very smart. They can be wicked, but they're very, very smart.
It's not the smartness.
I partially agree with that. I don't think it's Jaime and Cersei that's outsmarting him. I think it's Jaime that's outsmarting him.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm convinced that he's the one that said, hey, we need to fucking, you know what? Castle Rock is gone. There's no point in keeping it right now. We let it go. We get it back later.
Yeah, like chess.
And I would assume she fought him tooth and nail for that.
Mm-hmm. It was a pretty damn bold strategy, but it's definitely effective. It's like, I mean, the Lannisters' gold problem certainly is solved now.
Yeah. It was actually a cool smoke screen he did. Because he went for the other target, and they went for like, oh, okay, where's the other Lancers? He went to somewhere else. So that was how I played. That was very, very cool. I loved it. It was really, really good. It was really good pacing to it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like pretty much stranded. It's like the entire Unsullied army, at Casterly Rock. Because with all their ships gone now.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but
quick work of them.
Fast.
I was going to say they still have the Dothraki, though. And the Dothraki, their army's got to be 4 times the size of the fucking Unsullied.
But they're stranded now because they got they don't have many ships left.
Right.
That's just it.
They wouldn't be riding around on ships anyway.
What?
It's like they wouldn't be riding around on ships anyway. It's like the Dothraki is like a land base.
You need ships.
True.
I was just going to say, aren't the Dothraki still at Dragonstone?
Yeah. They were busy carrying They were busy carrying Jon Snow's rowboat, making Jon Snow's men look weak.
So, yeah, I mean, Daenerys still has a pretty powerful army at her beck and call. One that's a lot bigger than the Unsullied.
Right, but she's going against someone who's actually knows how to play the game much better, and she has an army more better than her own. It might be more skilled, but overall, you can't match someone who's been in war so many times, like Jamie and so on and so forth. They've been in war so many times that they know how things can play out. So she's still new to it.
Yeah,
compared to
and I'm not discounting the Dothraki at all, but it's like, I mean, but the Unsullied are still a massive part of her force, and they're at Castle Rock, and it's like, and there's really nothing to do there.
Right.
It's just like, I mean, I don't even understand why they took it, to be honest. It's like, I mean, it's not even that strong of a position.
Right. It was pretty weak.
It's like, if you just look at where it is, it's like, why do that?
Right.
I think that they did that basically to take away Cersei's seat of power. In theory, I think that somehow taking the castle is supposed to take away her access to the Iron Bank. I think that's what I read somewhere.
I thought that's somewhere like that too.
I mean, if Castle Rock, House Tyrell, and the Dorne were three cornerstones that were supposed to like march on her, where honestly she wouldn't have many allies to come save her. But with her taking 2 out of the 3 out of the equation, like now who's going to lead the Dornish army? She's got Mama Snake and the daughter, and we all seen what she did to the daughter. She's gonna die a slow death.
That's fucked up. But that was really cool.
It ain't fucked up, it's revenge.
It's not so much it's going to be a slow death. It's like it's going to take a long time to actually have an effect, and then once it does, it's going to happen pretty quickly past that.
Right.
It's a hell of a revenge. It's like that. It's extraordinarily fucked up.
And then what I think what Jamie did by forfeiting Castle Rock, he emptied it out. Yeah. So they really don't have much food there. So that forces the Unsullied. Well, so you know what? We're going to have to leave. They don't know their way around Westeros. They don't fucking have a map. They can't pull out their phone and say, "Hey Google, how the fuck do I get back?"
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
So they basically put them, okay, once they leave, we could attack them because they're going to be out in the open, hungry, not much to drink. They're screwed. Unless they start eating themselves. The dead ones that they're dead, they start, doing some Walking Dead fillets.
Yeah, but
well, it's like, I mean, they're not morons. It's like, I'm sure they know how to hunt. So it's like, I don't think they're going to fucking starve to death or anything like that. But it's like, they're not going to be able to do that at Castle Rock. They are going to have to, give that up.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what the fuck?
Because like, from what's left there, they might be able to sustain themselves for a little while, but definitely not that long.
You think Daenerys is going to blame Tyrion?
It was a brilliant strategy on Jamie's part.
Rose, Isaiah, we've seen the episode. She doesn't blame him. It's just that's war.
I know, but
that's war. War strategists look at advantages and disadvantages. At the moment, he looked at these things as an advantage, but in reality, Jamie just outsmarted him.
Yeah.
Jamie used.
Yeah, Jamie outsmarted him using the exact same tactic that Robb Stark used against him.
Yeah, Robb Stark was very smart too.
Like, I mean, he even brought it up in this episode when he was talking to Lady Tywell.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not get started with Grandma, my boy. She had the mic drop moment.
I know, it was so cool too.
I killed your son, bitch.
Yeah, what you going about?
The look on Jamie's face, was priceless. Where his eyes widened, he's like, "What?" Yeah.
No,
I killed him. What you gonna do about it?
The part that was the best was, "How are you guys gonna kill me?" Oh, I convinced her to poison you. Okay, she chugged that motherfucker down real quick.
Yeah.
And once she chugged it, oh, by the way, I killed your son, bitch.
What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, it's like, and that's interesting on a couple of fronts. It's like, I mean, it's cool that truth is finally out there, but now it's like, I mean, Jamie knows that Tyrion had absolutely fucking nothing to do with it.
Oh no!
It's the entire reason that he hates his brother, and he had nothing to do with it.
Right.
That doesn't mean jack shit to her.
Right. It does not. She doesn't.
No, it won't mean anything to Cersei. I'm not talking about Cersei. Of course, it won't mean anything to Cersei. It's
Well, no,
honestly, I don't. I'm not even sure. Actually, I have a question for you guys. The only living person Jamie is that knows how Joffrey died. Do you guys think he'll tell Cersei?
I think he tells her, but it ain't gonna change the fact that she hates the living hell out of Tyrion, and she is going to.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna change anything. I'm not questioning that.
Right, she doesn't care, and also the mass people think he has something to do with it, so it wouldn't really matter to shit. Like,
I don't think he's gonna tell her. I don't think he's gonna tell her. I think as soon as he goes to King's Landing, she's probably gonna walk out to him and say like, "What did she say?" And he's gonna say nothing, and he's gonna turn. And he's gonna turn around and walk away. I don't think he's gonna tell her.
I honestly don't think he'll tell her either.
Yeah, there's no point.
It's just, I mean. Like you said, what would it do? Like Deanna said, it won't change anything because, and like Isaiah said, oh, was it Isaiah? No, it was Lou. Where Cersei despises Tyrion and she's going to look for any excuse to continue hating him.
Right.
So
she hated him from birth. I mean, she said it. I used to pull on your little dick
because
just to see you cry.
That's cold. That's cold.
That's evil.
I know. That's like
right.
Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of looking, just to hark back to something we were looking at or talking about before. For the Unsullied to get back to Dragonstone, if they have to get back by land, guess what's in the way?
Rocks, water.
King's Landing.
King's Landing. We have a winner. Remember in the very first episode where Cersei is all like, we have enemies to the north of us, enemies to the south of us, east and west? If it was the Tyrells that were on the west, then she didn't really have enemies on the west, but now she does. Because Highgarden is right over there too. So now she truly does have enemies on every side.
Well, the Tyrells are done.
Good point.
Yeah, they're pretty much done. Is this time ticking? Is this ticking?
Their allies were the Tarleys. The Tarleys sided with the Lannisters, so she doesn't have no enemies to the west. All she has is an enemy to the north and an enemy at Dragonstone.
Right. And time.
To be fair, it's like an enemy
to the east. You still have the fucking Dornish below. You just don't have Mommy Dornish in charge. And then you have the Unsullied to the west. So that's all four sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like they wouldn't have to go through King's Landing just like in order to get back to Dragonstone. They could go north and come around that way. That's doable.
That's a long ass fucking way to get to Dragonstone. As a matter of fact, there is no direct route that does not pass through King's Landing. I'm looking at it now.
So am I.
They can
looking right at
the river run, but you still have to go to Crossroads and then come back down to King's Landing.
You got to both look at that map.
Through Golden Tooth, up the river run and then down.
Google, help me.
It's like, yes, there's no direct roads, but you just cut over. It's like over by the Bay of Crabs and get back to Dragonstone.
Now, does Dragonstone have direct land? Does Dragonstone have land where they could march towards King's Landing?
No, Dragonstone is an island.
No. Yeah.
So it's an island like the Iron Islands. So basically, they can get there, but they're fucked. They can't get there. They ain't got no boats unless they pull out a magic wand like like Euron did and build 1,000 ships real quick.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. That made no sense. It's like,
and then there was another thing we brought up is like, oh, Cersei's winning. Honestly, the show had to let Cersei win a few battles. Because she's about to take some serious L's here soon.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's pretty much time ticking against her, really. Yeah, you're queen and everything, but your time's going to come very soon because you pissed off the wrong people and you think you're all safe and sound, but you're not. You got ready, all these people backing at you like, it's going to be time. Time's going to come for you. And then, just like with Joffrey.
I was going to say, yes, Cersei got a lot of W's this episode and just one D.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now,
and just the
question: we know Daenerys is going to get on her dragon and wipe out an army, but who is she going to wipe out? Is she going to go after Euron, or is she going to wipe out Jaime's army? Because we've seen it in the trailer. This isn't no spoiler. We've seen the battle.
If she were smart, I think she'd take on Euron first.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah, because Jaime's army is way too far away. It's like, I mean, they're like way south at Highgarden.
Right. Take out the Navy first.
She'd have to go past King Blank.
But that's they mentioned if you don't fucking know where Euron's army is, how the fuck are you going to take him out? You can't just go flying around fucking Westeros on your dragons for days at a time by yourself. Not as queen.
Nope.
So we're going to need to get fucking dragon riders.
Yeah, pretty much.
Charles, you look like you got something to say.
Say it, Charles.
I don't know if I should wait.
Say it.
Say it.
No, hold on. You always forget the fuck you're going to say. Say it now, goddamn.
Right. Say it.
Okay, all right. What if, in the search of dragon riders, like, let's say Daenerys is, like, the dragons have, like, landed and everything, and Jon gets close to them, and since he's a Targaryen, he could, like, touch them just like Tyrion did. Well, Tyrion, like, did a couple of seasons ago, and he's not a Targaryen. Anyway, my point is that it could be an opportunity for Daenerys to at least suspect that Jon might be a Targaryen.
Ooh.
First off, that was like 6 episodes ago, because it was the middle of last season.
Oh, it was?
That'd be really cool, though.
Yeah.
That's really cool thinking, Whedon. That's really
It doesn't
cool.
matter what it was. The fact that Tyrion was able to release them was simple. He walked in there. He wasn't super scared like everyone else who went into that chamber. And then they were looking at him like, okay, what's he about to do? He wasn't aggressive. And as soon as he let one go, the other one's like, oh, hold up, bitch. Let me go too. Gave him that neck to take that chain link off. That whole Tyrion theory of him being a Targaryen, I can see it, but I don't think it really is.
No, it's not. It's not. We have our Targaryen. It's Jon.
Right.
And that's
Well, it's not a theory. We know he is because we've seen it.
Yeah. I didn't say it was a theory. I mean, I said that we have our Targaryen. It's Jon. While with Tyrion, it's just with we know who his father is. But
we know it's Targaryen, but who like what's his name, man?
Rhaegar Targaryen.
Rhaegar, you fuck.
You idiot.
How am I supposed to know? I asked the question. Relax.
What do you mean? How are you supposed to know?
I fucking only said it like 20 times last season.
Fucking
How am I supposed to fucking know? Okay.
Oh my God.
Isaiah, I want you to look firmly into your camera, right at me. I'm gonna present you to my screen. Smack.
Mute yourself.
Wow.
For real.
It's not that serious, folks.
My God.
Now,
in this episode,
I know who Danny's going to get as her war strategist.
We had a lot of reunions that I like to see. It's like, I mean, it was actually really cool to see Jon Snow and Tyrion back together, like for the first time since season 1.
Ooh, wow.
They saw each other. And it's like, and it's like, I like that scene. It's like, as they were sitting there talking and kind of looking each other over, it's like, is it seeing all the shit they had been through? Because it's like, I mean, at this point, guys, like, it's been years since they've seen one another. They've had vastly different journeys since that initial ride out to the wall.
Right.
They've both been through some shit. So it was really cool seeing them together again.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that he didn't have no hard feelings towards the Onion.
The
Onion Knight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When they introduced each other and all that shit, there was like no animosity or you guys tried to kill me and all this other shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like,
but there was also there was a callback to that battle with Euron riding the horse into the Red Keep. At least his horse didn't take a shit on the floor.
Unlike Tywin's.
Oh boy, I can't wait to watch Euron die. Honestly, if Euron dies, I want him to die at Jaime's hands because of all the little slick comments he makes.
Right.
I was actually hoping we'd get to that, to some of the slick comments that he made this time, specifically how does she like it? Does she like it rough? Does she like it with a little finger in the bum?
Right, that was so fucked up. Like, really?
It's like, I mean, he is like deliciously evil. It's like I actually really like this character. It's like, I mean, he's a bad guy. He doesn't give a fuck, and he is just enjoying himself. I like the way he's being portrayed.
Yeah, I love this character.
I love this character. I really do.
I love it.
I mean, he's a dick and he needs to die, but he's fucking funny.
Yeah, he's funny and
like he doesn't care.
He's a beast in battle too.
He's a dick to everybody.
Well, the fucked up thing about it is, it's not the next scene. She fucks with the mama snake. Then she goes into the room and she palms Jamie's ass. And the first thing I thought of, Jamie must like the finger in the butt.
Kanye, he must be Kanye Weston.
What?
Come on.
I'm not even going to ask. We're just moving on.
All right.
Come on.
Don't ask me what he's talking about.
And then, of course, that's followed up with Cersei having sex with her brother, and then being like, I do not give a fuck who knows. I'm the queen. So, fuck y'all.
Yep. It's like, yes, I'm fucking my brother, deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing about that scene. Her handmaiden is dressed like Cersei. Same style hair, same type of outfit. She's like, you're my idol.
Huh.
I don't know. Like, I kind of saw that as not necessarily you're my idol, but you're nasty.
Yeah. You nasty. Yeah.
Like, you nasty. That's how I saw that scene, but
yeah, that just is what it is. Another good reunion we had in this is Sansa and Bronn Stark. As Bronn is
now,
back
before we continue there, did you think it was Arya at the gate?
Yes.
When they said someone was at the gate, I'm like, oh shit, Arya made it. And then we get fucking face Bronn sitting there like, hi sis. I can't make any emotional faces because I'm the three-eyed raven.
He can't emote.
I can't say you look pretty in your wedding dress. It was a shame that you had to go through that.
That he knew that.
Yeah, but it was a cool scene.
It was not a cool scene. It was a creepy ass fucking scene.
That's why it was so cool.
Your brother watched you get raped. That's fucked up. Your brother watched you get raped.
Yeah.
Oh, that did happen. No, yeah. I didn't like that scene that much.
And this isn't one of those things of, oh, sorry, I just walked in on something. He fucking intentionally watched that shit. He's the three-eyed fucking raven. He can control what he sees and doesn't see.
Yeah. Ew. Ew.
That was creepy as fuck to me. Besides, that character, I'm convinced it's fucking high as shit.
For a second, when he was talking about how witnessing the whole act of his sister getting raped, kind of makes you think about him possibly hiding in a closet, watching from a distance, dressed as Superman.
Actually in the closet dressed up as a raven being furry.
No, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's a reference to Rick and Morty.
Oh, good God. Also, it's like, I mean, another important thing that happened in this episode is that Jorah is completely healed of the grayscale.
Yep.
Thanks to Samuel, which is amazing. It's like, boy, he's got skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sam still has a job.
Yep.
Not a
he was going to lose
one.
his job.
Yeah. We've seen from that is like, I mean, he seems to be a very effective healer. It's like, because doing what he did is like, I mean, and the headmaster is right. It's like, it took a lot of patience and a lot of everything. And Samuel still did that. It's like, he succeeded where other people would have definitely failed. It's like, he has a gift for this.
Well, he could read. He could read, and he took his sweet time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not his sweet time because he had to get back home to Gilly, probably get in some Gilly, and then go back to work.
Now, here's something. I actually have a particular problem with how that particular series of events ended. Is that at the end of it, he wasn't fired, and then he was given all this fucking writing to do, and basically the guy's like, "What? You were expecting a reward?" And you know what? Not cleaning up shit. That's a reward.
Yeah, I can't
Good
fight
point.
that. Like, yeah,
it is a hell of a lot better than what they were asking to do previously. So
that's a fucking
sit here and make some shit. No problem.
and yeah, but it was a still awesome scene though. It was like that was really cool, and see what comes from it. It's gonna be interesting.
But see, that scene was important for the simple fact. Now that Jorah is healed, he's going to make his way to Dragonstone, and she will accept him because she needs a war strategist. She needs someone to help her strategize going forward. She don't have no one. As much as we like Tyrion, motherfucker's not a war guy. He's more of a political person.
Right.
He's definitely the political strategist. War is not his forte.
He pretty much killed at Blackwater Bay, no pun intended.
Yeah,
but that was an easier position to defend. He's trying to scale. He's trying to take 3 outposts that 2 of them backfired, got one, not realizing that his brother pulled all the fucking troops to set them up.
Right. He's again a person who was like who knows about war would have thought that as well. He does not know like Deanna and Lou said. He doesn't know nothing about war at all, like nothing. So
and here's the funny thing:
war.
Does Grey Worm know how to read and write?
No.
Because now they're really fucked. Because if they killed everybody that was left in King's Landing, how the fuck are they going to send a Raven to say, "Hey, we got no ships to get back. We're stuck"?
Oh, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 slaves that fucking can read and write.
I highly doubt that.
I highly doubt it. I think the only ones who really know how to read and write are the woman of the Lord, maybe some of the children of the Lord, and everybody else, and the Maester. Everybody else is pretty much, nigga, you just go fucking crop my vegetables and make my bread.
Either that or anyone else that's around that area. I mean, it doesn't have to be someone
They already killed off everybody.
So outlying villages, Isaiah. Outlying villages.
Like what's the one? Castamere. Like the Reigns of. That's where the fucking Lannisters got their money in the first place. It's gold and silver mines. I guarantee you there's people there that fucking know how to read and write.
That's a big if.
Good work.
That's not a big if. That's a big fucking, it's a big fucking mining town.
That's empty.
Again, if.
And it also has a house attached to it. House Rain.
Ooh.
Which
house.
means there's nobles.
What's inside the house?
Stupid fucker.
Not
There
a
are
physical
people who
house, you
have-
idiot. A family.
Oh, a family. Can they read and write too?
Well, I'm pretty sure someone in that town has to know how to read and write.
Thank you.
The question would be,
no, they can't.
Got to it before I did.
you don't know that, Isaiah. That's what Matt is trying to say to you. There's a town on the outskirts of Castle Lee Rock that was a mining facility. I'm pretty sure they used to send fucking Raven to fucking Tywin and other spots because Tywin wasn't always at Castle Lee Rock. Remember, back in season 2 or 3, when he was fucking around with Arya, he wasn't at Castle Lee Rock. He was at some other spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because that place was dark and dirty. And he had to get information back from home and so on.
The person currently in charge of Casterly Rock's name is Rolf Spicer and was loyal to Robb Stark, which means he'll be loyal to fucking Daenerys when it comes down to it. Well, maybe not Daenerys, but definitely Jon Snow.
Absolutely. Yes,
I don't know about that.
Well, the thing is
you
that
got your boy
You don't have to know
Littlefinger
about them. It's
scheming
still true.
again.
no, the people that sided with Jon, the people that sided with Jon Snow at the end of last season, they all sided with him, regardless of the fact that he's a bastard. But anyone else that may have been loyal to House Stark but wasn't present at the Battle of the Bastards or even after the fact, I would assume that some, not all, but some of them would still consider him a bastard and would want nothing to do with him.
That's just it. Is I don't know that there is anyone that falls into that particular category. I think that once the Battle of the Bastards was won, everyone fucking showed up to that meeting, and everyone ended up joining him.
Oh, okay.
Because there were a lot of people in that room that did not join Jon for Battle of the Bastards. That's what that whole fucking conversation was. That Lady Mormont's all like, "Yeah, you broke faith. We didn't. You broke faith. We didn't." And they're like, "We've held faith for 1,000 years, except you didn't this time, did you, motherfuckers?"
What happened was,
and then all these people jump on board like, "We've held faith for 1,000 years, and we're not going to stop now." You already did stop, motherfuckers. Fucking assholes.
Matt just going off on that. It's like, wow.
I know.
It's like he's Jon Snow or something like that.
Oh,
that's
man.
real shit. Yeah, but speaking of Jon, it's like, so it's like, I mean, he's still at Dragonstone. Daenerys is giving him permission to mine the dragon glass that they really need. So he'll probably be there for a while, which I kind of like because I want to see interactions with Daenerys. It's like, I honestly, it's like we were kind of talking about earlier. I wanted to see if she's able to figure out that he's a Targaryen.
Well, that was my speculation.
They did figure out how to gaze into each other's eyes.
Why they pretty much one up each other. My fault.
They didn't know one-upping anybody. Dude, all bullshit aside, I found that shit when her announcer fucking was reading off all her credits, and then fucking the Onion guy goes, "He's the king of the North."
Like, wow,
no, there was a pause. It was like, this is Jon Snow. Yeah, he's king of the North, and
wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing. He's like, wow. Right.
Oh my God.
I will admit I cracked up laughing at that scene.
I did too.
I'm sorry, but I think her name is Melisandre. I'm sorry. I'll be like, "Yo, Queen, can I shorten this shit? Because this is like a fucking paragraph."
Right?
Titles.
Basically, it's like, man, how many times do you
Which are you talking about? Are you talking about the red bitch, or are you talking about the black girl that had sex with Grey Worm?
The black girl.
Miss Sunday.
Wow,
her name is Miss Sunday.
Wow.
Oh, whatever. Like Miss Sunday. Miss Sunday needs to shorten that shit.
Miss Sunday.
I actually saw one that was pretty cool. It was basically 2 Starbucks cups. One of them had Daenerys' name that went on like 9 lines of just all this fucking text and little tiny writing, and then another cup right next to it just said Jon Snow.
you gotta show that to me. It's like I will totally post that. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my goodness, that was priceless.
And then when he starts to say, "Oh, he got the wildlings and the free folks to hook up and not fight each other, and he also took a knife in the heart," and John gives him that look like, "No, save that."
Nigga, shut up. How was that look?
It's like, dude, shut your mouth.
Next day on the whole me being dead thing. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. That's not going to be a thing.
X day on the Uded day.
Yeah.
So
did notice that and did question exactly what he had stopped him from saying.
Right. The fire priestess
that'll
and
probably
that
come
nonsense.
back up. I think that'll come back up maybe next season. I don't think it'll come back this season. But the fact that the spider got a little shook with Melisandre up on that cliff, Now,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Oh,
interesting.
That
What?
was.
What did she do that pissed him off so much?
The fact that she deals with magic.
Oh, you know, I mean, she like put like a 12-year-old girl to the stake and set her on fire. You know that?
Yeah, that was
He does
rough.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he knows about that.
Varys has a thing against anyone who deals with magic. They chopped off his fucking junk for magic.
Oh yeah,
That's how he heard that weird voice. So anything that deals with magic, he doesn't like.
I'm just
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
say, like, he was.
but would
he
he
was
go with?
you're not coming back, right? Like you're not coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
right. Like, no, I ain't
like,
coming back. But it was still a good scene to see that. Like that was really interesting.
Yeah,
And then he got to see
I like
the one
that,
little
too.
Grey Worm ship. Yo, your boy's not swimming no more.
Oh yeah, somehow he was.
They
saved
picked him
by,
up and just looked at him like, "You a bitch."
No, he's a pussy bitch. That's what happened.
Mhm.
oh,
Well, look at Isaiah acting all gangster.
Well, you see, he got his do-rag on.
sorry, something I was thinking about during the episode is remember when Cersei walked into the room with Jaime and they showed Jaime's stump?
Uh-huh.
They showed Jaime's stump, but they didn't show fucking Grey Worms. What the fuck?
Oh, we don't want to see that crap.
It's a black thing.
Yes, we don't want to see that shit.
Stumps need love too.
Shut up, Whedon.
On that note, we're going to kick it into wild speculations on.
I have wild speculation. I have more wild speculation than I
Please say
remember.
it.
You actually remember? Holy shit. It's a
Let him
fucking-
say it. Let him say it.
Yes, because
Let
I
him say
wrote it down. I wrote it down.
Thank God. Thank you, God.
You had some kind of goddamn trick to it. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, all right. My wild speculation is that, according to, I don't remember exactly who said it. I think it might have been Isaiah who said it or something about Jaime continuing to outsmart Tyrion with Tyrion's like strategies and all that. I think Jaime is going to continue to outsmart Tyrion, but by the end of the season, I think Jaime is going to turn on Cersei and will theoretically open the gates for Daenerys and her army.
I'll go with some of that, but remember, the focus was trying to take that. Now they're going to shift focus to the north.
Maybe.
Things are going to happen, and no, it's a fact. We've seen Jon Snow with a certain crew up north fighting for their lives, and I believe it's Dany who comes to save him up north with the dragons. Mark my words, the Night King will have a dragon by the end
That'll
of the
be
season.
scary, but cool.
Well,
Oh,
is it going to be a fourth dragon, or is one of Daenerys' dragons going to die?
It'll be one of Daenerys' dragons.
Okay.
And
All
my
right, so-
speculation is it will be Vicaron or whatever the fuck she calls him.
Okay.
Yeah, we might as well just call the dragon Visectomy because it starts with a V. So whatever.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, we know the Ice King is not going to get Drogon. Drogon ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Drogon
And
isn't.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, no chance.
I think the other one might go to Jon Snow. We don't know. That's going to be, hey, what the fuck? Maybe that's how Jon Snow gets the dragon. The dragon swoops in, picks his ass up like Drogon did with Dany back in the arena in season 5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
But
And
the
that
Night
could be-
King
that could be the
will get a dragon, and that dragon's going to shoot blue fire, and that's most likely how the wall will come down.
Huh.
Okay, so
Okay,
Nice.
I like that wild speculation a lot more than my own. So, yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Matt, what you got?
First off, I want to call Charles out. He mentioned a wild speculation earlier about how Daenerys might figure out that Jon Snow is a Targaryen because of fire. That was my wild speculation last week, motherfucker.
Was it?
We didn't been stealing ideas and everything.
No. I didn't say fire. I said the same thing what happened with Tyrion, where he put his hand on the dragon. He didn't get burned by the dragon. He put his hand on it, and the dragon didn't do anything. That's
you read-
That's because the dragon wanted to go free.
I'm talking
You said
about
fire.
when John is going to touch the dragon. Fucking hell.
All right.
I know what you mean, Charles. I know what you mean. I'm on
So,
why.
my wild speculation for this week is that we are going to need to get dragon riders, of course, but I don't think Daenerys is going to be one of them. I think that every dragon's going to have a rider, and while she'll be able to ride any fucking dragon she wants, she won't necessarily be one of the main dragon riders. She'll be like the fucking what was it? Pink fucking Voltron lion or whatever it is, the princess lion, where the princess can
The blue
be
lion.
one of the Voltron members, but isn't always a Voltron member.
I don't see no one else riding Drogon. I'm sorry.
Me neither.
I don't
that's
see no
true.
one else being able to climb her Drogon. She claimed Drogon. Drogon ain't being touched by no one. You try to touch Drogon, Drogon's gonna look at you as like you're gonna become my meat.
Right. He's like, you want to fuck with me?
Mhm.
All right.
You know, have you guys got chat open?
Yeah.
Because I've been having a fun conversation with Marco Minko.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, I have chat open for, us, not people I don't care about.
This is
Like
a
me.
live viewer, dude. Support
Huh?
the live viewers.
Oh, and you know what?
No, we actually really do care about the Matt.
Wow,
You
man.
want them to keep coming back, Matt. We got to interact.
Wow, man. That was cold-blooded,
I'm
man.
sorry.
You know, he had a thing for you wanted to see a stump. Grey Worm don't have any worm.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are
Isaiah,
nuts.
do you have a wild speculation that I could debunk?
No.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I never had one, but if you want to say it now, by all
Go ahead.
means.
What, do you have one?
I mean, since Lou said it, let's say, okay.
Okay, I guess that doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of Geeks Around. Next week's episode is going to be called Spoils of War, and Geeks Around will be with you every single step of the way right here on youtube.com/geeksaround. If you have anything for us, you can always shoot us an email, geeksaround@gmail.com, or you can leave a message on our voicemail line. That number is 801-609-GOTR. Again, that is 801-609-4687. Until next week, we are ghosts.
Bye-bye.